Let's shift gears. The Welsh NHS is near collapse here, ladies and gentlemen. 78,000 people waited nearly 8 hours for care in Welsh hospitals, and almost 2,000 waited 12 hours. 1 in 4 people here in Wales will spend more than 4 hours in an A&E. Now, A&E is an emergency room for those in America. Accident and emergency is what it's called here. Now, they're blaming it on recruitment problems. They can't get qualified staff, and our old nemesis, bed blocking.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to go there for a test the other day, and I was walking through and I'm watching all these people in their hospital robes who look certainly well enough to be home doing something. They didn't look like they were terribly old or terribly fussed or bothered, walking all the way out to the outside so they can smoke a cigarette and then come back inside. So
it is a crisis, no doubt. There is a crisis. And the thing that amazes me as well is how the Welsh government's minister hangs on to his job. And here we've got a crisis, and the biggest health board in Wales, North Wales, has been suspended. And they've sacked the chief executive, and they're taking it over. I mean, and this is after the Daily Mail, a UK London-based paper, exposed the appalling goings on in the mental health unit there in near Rill, where they were filming people going across urine-stained floors and stuff. For God's sake! And this guy is still in his job. What's going on?
it beggars belief. Dario, what's it like down there? Is your NHS any better?
Well, since coming to Brighton, I haven't actually used the NHS very often. Well, I haven't used it at all. I mean, I always found that the NHS is absolutely brilliant when you can get through the kind of bureaucratic political infrastructure that is set up around it. I mean, the blood blocking stuff, I think a lot of that is actually not to do directly with the NHS. It's to do with social care in the community. I mean, I've said this before. If you can't look after patients in the community as outpatients, there is no place for them to go. There's no way that they can get the care because of the cuts. Then the NHS won't release them. So this is what causes the
astounding level of cuts as well. I mean, across the board, and the lack of care, and this Tory government is just absolutely destroying the social network altogether, the social care network, because you've got all these people who do have nowhere to go, and they can't be discharged by the hospital.
They will be discharged.
And this is a problem. These are annual statistics, so this is an entire year. This is not just the winter seasonal uptick because people get flu. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. And there was a Welsh paramedic whistleblower who wrote an article called "The Night Shift from Hell," discussing all the issues and why it's been so difficult.